Hello, welcome to Respo. This is Ishan along with Devashish. We are here for the post-day discussion. A great, fascinating day of cricket actually, but I think the talking point has to be, we'll obviously discuss both these games, India A versus India B and India C versus India D. But obviously from India B, Devashish da Mushir Khan. What a stunning performance this. They were in a spot of bother, but the youngster has come good and he's really, made all the selectors think about this whole team and whole lineup, and especially his performance, because nobody probably expected him to get that 100, but he's gone and gotten this big 100. He's still batting actually. Your thoughts on Mushir Khan first up?
Yeah, absolutely. It has been a fantastic knock, obviously. And the way he showed his maturity, playing his first Duleep Trophy match and to score that brilliant 100 means obviously 34 for 5 means what more can you expect, ask for from these youngsters? Means the way he paced his innings means incredible, incredible. And remember, he's only 19 years old, means playing his first Duleep Trophy and to go scored at 100 means and so what the one thing that stays with me about this knock is the maturity he showed, the way he placed his innings. Initially at the start of his innings he was looking a bit scratchy, but then as time went on, as he spent time in the middle, he looked solid.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Snehashi joining as well. Snehashi, Mushir Khan has to be the highlight of the day. Your thoughts on Mushir? A great performance, youngster coming up and setting the stage on fire. So your thoughts on Mushir?
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant innings as Devasita said. Initially, the way India A bowlers were bowling, I was thinking that I'm not only on. Everyone was thinking that India B would have batted by the end of the day. India A should have batted by the end of the day, but the way Mushi batted throughout the innings, especially I will give credit to Saini. I didn't expect Navdeep Sani to bat so many deliveries, and the way Navdeep Sani defended the balls and the way he responded to the calls of Mushir
Yes.
Khan and others, it was extraordinary. So it's a brilliant innings. The way he batted, the strike rate, you might say that it can be improved, but you have to see the overall batting performance of the whole team. It was not an
Yeah.
easy wicket to bat on, especially at the start of the innings. The pacers was getting bounce and movement as well. Akashdeep was bowling brilliantly. We all saw the Nitish Kumar did this wicket. It was a brilliant delivery. But as the game went, especially the highlight of the innings was the way he played against Kuldeep. Kuldeep Yadav, the way he played against Kuldeep Yadav. If I am not wrong, he scored most of the runs today against
Yeah.
Kuldeep Yadav, on 40 to 45 runs. So it's a brilliant knock. But I'm little bit disappointed with Shubman Gill's captaincy because it was a game in their hand. I think he
Hmm.
led them down with this captaincy.
Yeah, interesting point there. Obviously, we'll speak on Shubman's captaincy. Devashita, I'd like to ask you, India A bowling performance, Khalil Ahmed, 2 for 39, Akashdeep, 2 for 28, Avesh Khan, 2 for 42. Good show by the Pacers here, but the spinners, Kuldeep Yadav and Tanush Kotin haven't got a wicket, and Shivam Dubey as well has gone wicketless. So, what would you make of this whole bowling performance?
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, both Kuldeep and both Khalil Ahmed and Akashdeep were brilliant. Means obviously utilizing the conditions early on. But you also have to blame some of the shots that the India B team play. Which team batted? Means I am just confused. India, India B, right?
India
India
B
B
batted
batted.
first. India B batted
Yeah,
first,
so
yes.
take the likes of Abhimanyu Ishwaran, and he was the captain of the side, and to be playing a wild shot means outside the six stump, there was no need to play that shot because the partnership was looking good, and then suddenly, all of a sudden, that wild shot means Yashasvi Jaiswal looked very good for those
Hmm.
30 runs
Yeah.
initially. He played some exquisite cover drives, but then again, a wide ball from Khalil Ahmed, no need of slashing that ball to point where you was caught. So no, obviously this will hurt. And again, Rishabh Pant also means again that flamboyant. Remember, he was playing a red ball match after 2 years. So
Yes, yes.
obviously, some of the shots obviously on, but then this is the first match of the season. So you should give the benefit of the doubt to all these batters, but then uh, nothing away taking away from the bowlers, particularly Khalil. Obviously, looked outstanding, especially the way he built on the wicket of the Yashasvi and also
Absolutely.
Akash. One point of time, I think he bowled 17 overs and gave him only 19 runs for 2 wickets. And that itself shows how brilliant he was.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Devashi. That's Snehashish. We'll just quickly speak on Rishabh Pant because obviously, if he's a part of the squad, we'll have to discuss a bit of him. Are you disappointed with his performance or too early to say at the moment? 7 of 10 could not really get going. So, what do you make of that performance?
See, only first match of the season, so it's too early to comment on any player. But the shot that got him out, that is questionable because we all know that he always play with that attacking intent in any of the format. He doesn't change his attitude, you say, or approach. But that's good. That is his X factor. But when your team is down, you come to batting when your team is like 4 or 5 wicket down, and you need a partnership. I think as a senior player, Rishabh Pant is a senior player in this team. So as a
Hmm.
senior player, you should take some time early, and then you can play your attacking shots. I think that,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that Mushir did, being a very young player. He took his time early. He was batting like scoring 9, 10 runs from 50, 60 balls at one stage. But see, by the end of the day, he has scored a brilliant 100, and now his team in a decent position, scoring 200 for 7 wickets. So I
Yes.
think at the initial stage, in a tricky wicket like this, Rishabh Pant could have do a much better, at least when it in terms of his approach. But as we all know, that he will not change his approach in any of the wicket. This is only Duleep Trophy against James Anderson against England. Also, we have seen him playing like this, playing his reverse sweep. So that is the X factor. We all love it when it comes, but when it doesn't come, it always looks ugly. And
Yeah.
today also it ugly. But first match, first inning, so we shouldn't comment like that. But overall, I think he could have done better.
He could have, yes. But I think the India A versus India B game is well set up. Let's discuss the India C versus India D game. And, the star performer from that game was Axar Patel. Again, the team was in a dire straight situation, Devashida. But Axar Patel, again, this is even in the World Cup, we spoke about this, you and me, that his all round abilities comes to good use, sometimes with the ball, sometimes with the bat, and sometimes with the field. So, you talk about his batting performance today, handy knock, which has given his team some sort of a fight.
Yeah, absolutely, Ishan. And you are spot on. Means obviously, and the manner in which he has been playing across the formats, any format, means he has been just simply brilliant. And obviously, in that match as well, they were in a spot of bother. Means some 5, 6 wickets were gone for low score. I'm not exactly remember what the score was. Maybe 34 for 5 in that match. But then that counter attacking knock means obviously and it goes to show that means obviously given that 5 test matches that we are playing at home, I think Akshar Patel definitely will give something to think about for the selectors. Obviously, with Ashwin, one would assume that Ashwin, you have a Kuldeep Yadav, you have a Ravindra Jadeja, now you have a Akshar Patel. So
Hmm.
plenty of headaches for the selectors. Given the conditions, it will be favoring the spinners, and India will go in with an extra spinner in the test matches in against Bangladesh and New Zealand. So I
Yes.
think Akshar Patel once again proved that what an all-rounder he's turning out to be.
Absolutely, I can't agree more. Sneha, a lot of comments saying that we should speak about Shreyas Iyer. That's my next question. I saw that innings. He seemed like he was struggling. He was a lot of plays and misses. What's happening with Shreyas Iyer here? A lot of possibly negativity going towards his way. A lot of comments saying that he's not looking comfortable at all. Is this a mental block, or do you think this is an issue with technique?
Uh, I will say both, mix of both. I think not only technique, I think mentally block also. But yeah, I thought that he could have done better because I was seeing his practice sessions and all, and he looked confident in those. So I thought
Hmm.
that in this World Cup he will look better. But as you said that he didn't look that comfortable much in those 16 deliveries that he faced. But it is disappointing. See, not only these players, even in the other match also, like Abhimanyu Isharan. The problem is that these guys scores run in domestic for a long time, like 3, 4 years. But when it mattered most, like this Duleep Trophy is the main stage where
Yeah.
selectors are keeping
Yes.
an eye on the player. But so today you have to score. It doesn't. I know that this is wrong overall because you have been scoring for 3, 4 years. that should be counted. But in our cricket, in world cricket, that doesn't happen. Especially on the specific day when selectors are keeping an eye on every player, you have to score, and that is disappointing. That the most, the most important day you fail to score, and you
Yeah.
and on that they see Mushir Khan out of nowhere come and score a brilliant 100. So the selectors will be impressed with him rather a player who has been scoring for 4 years like Abhimanyu Ishwar. So I think just like that only senior players like Shreyas Iyer, Devdutt Padikkal also a good prospect.
And
He
there's so
failed to.
much competition in that sport as well.
Yes, yes. So it's very disappointing, and the most disappointing part that the India C bowlers in the India C team there was not such some India bowlers like international bowlers. They are so all domestic bowlers. So all these players used to play them in domestic cricket like Ranji and others tournament, but still they failed to make a mark in this match. Maybe the
Hmm.
wicket was tacky because I didn't watch that match because on television the other match was coming. It was coming on the OTT platform, but whatever the scores are there and the way they have bowled also, I think the wicket was not that much easy to bat on. But still, a
Yeah.
player like Iyer should be disappointed with this out.
You're right. I think with all that experience, having played for India, maybe he can go out there and do better from what we're seeing at the moment. Devashish, there's a statement here. Vaishak Vijay Kumar should go to Australia as a backup. What are your thoughts on this?
It depends if whether I mean obviously three fast bowlers looks to be have cemented their place somewhat. Means assuming that Sami is fully fit. Obviously Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, and Mohammad Shami subject to his fitness. I think three fast bowlers will definitely be in that squad, test squad to Australia, and then you have Arshdeep Singh as well. Remember, Khalil Ahmed also has
Hmm.
done wonderfully well today, and so there will be a bit of a fight between Arshdeep Singh and Khalil as to who will be the left-arm fast bowlers. But then, I think as far as Vijay Kumar is concerned, obviously he will have stiff competition from Akashdeep as also Mukesh Kumar. Mukesh Kumar hasn't yet bowled yet in this match. He will be getting an opportunity tomorrow to bowl. So Akashdeep, Mukesh Kumar, both these Bengal bowlers will give a tough fight to Vijay Kumar. I think there will be five fast bowlers,
Yeah.
for that test squad to Australia. At least five fast bowlers, and there will be a couple of the reserve bowlers as well. But then in the main squad, I think it will be tough for Vijay Kumar immediately. But then definitely he has ticked his boxes. At least if he starts performing, if he continues with this performance in the Ranji Trophy, who knows?
Yes. Yes.
Because
Good to see.
in next year we have the England series as well.
Yeah, it's good to see so much talent pop up. Sneashish, Harshad Rana as well managed getting those two wickets early on, putting some pressure on the opposition. Harshad Rana, another fast bowler. So good to see a lot of fast bowlers coming up the ranks, giving some good competition for the others who are already part of the squad. Because this is what the country wanted. They wanted it to develop, a fast bowling, camaraderie, a fast bowling lineup where you could have a variety of fast bowlers. So it's good to see these guys prop up. Your thoughts on Harshad Rana?
Yes, absolutely. I think what you said that Hashitana has been very impressive in every format of the game. We have seen IPL also, but overall, if you ask me that you pointed out that the improvement of fast bowling department of India, it's been terrific. If you see last 5 6 years, we have been very good with our fast bowlers. I think the even the management of every team. I'm not talking about the international team, even the domestic team. The way they have managed the fast bowlers, I think that is very commendable because as we all know that fast bowlers are very easily get injuries because of their whole action and the workload they get into the while they're playing. So overall, the way they have managed their bodies and so the kudos should be given to the management also. But personally, I think as a Indian, as a country, as a India, we are lacking very good spinners in coming days. We are not seeing good quality spinners, and that is a very concerning thing because especially the off spinner. After Ravichandran Ashwin, who is the next off spinner that you are looking up to that he can come and play for India for
Yeah.
5 6 years? I am not talking about 10 15 years, at least for 5 6 years. So it's very concerning. Let's see. I think with the time we'll get some talents because in India we are not. We will definitely get some talents, but currently I'm not seeing any spinning talent right now. But when it comes to fast bowling, there are so many talents, and I'm very hopeful that they will serve India shortly.
Thanks, Neshish. All right, so we started the show with Shubman Gill's captaincy. We'll end it on that note as well by taking Devashish Das' comment. Devashish Da, there's a commenter. India A has one of the most recognized names, yet them conceding some 100 runs after 94 for 7 showed Gill has a lot to learn in terms of captaincy. Obviously, worrying signs when it comes to captaincy because you expect Shubman Gill to be the next captain of this Indian team. Your thoughts on Shubman Gill's captaincy?
Yeah, but then so means obviously he has done well. Means obviously, but then the conditions were better for batting in the after lunch, and which is the case normally across all the grounds in India. So and also the bowlers, the India B bowlers were a bit haywire. Yeah, I was just seeing the graphics on the live telecast. Only one ball was to the stumps. Means most of the deliveries were away. And so means obviously there needs to be a bit of discipline into the bowling.
Hmm.
Means obviously, so a captain looks as good as his players perform. So we
Yes.
should not criticize Shubman Gill for his bowlers leaking away too many runs. It is the bowlers to show the discipline. Yes, they have utilized the conditions. They at one point of time they had sent back almost at the top order in India A, but then in India B bowlers needed to show some more discipline. Then things would have been they would have been a much commanding position.
Thank you,
But I
Devashish
won't
Da.
blame Shubman Gill. I won't blame Shubman Gill
Yeah.
outrightly because obviously it is the bowler. They have to show in a bit more discipline.
Thank you, Debashis. Brilliant as always, Sneashish. Thank you, and thank you to the audience as well. We got a lot of comments today, which is good. This is what we want on the English platform as well. So, for the audience listening, continue to send us your questions, comments, because this is what we want in the ongoing Duleep Trophy. Debashis, Sneashish, thank you, and we'll catch you all again tomorrow morning. Thank you.